Hi guys, it's Bonnita from Bonnita Doodles, and today the video is going to be a slightly different one as I'm going to talk to you about the C920 Logitech webcam. It's a 1080p, really good camera, and when I did my research for a webcam for recording and streaming, this one came up quite a lot. The issue I was having was with my colours being washed out. Now, being an artist, it's really important for me to have these colours as true to life as they are on the paper. That wasn't happening. I was having major issues where I was losing clarity. It was very washed out and I was getting a very grainy effect. It was almost like it was snowing all the time. After months of Googling, I thought there was no hope. I thought maybe it was user error and that I just had to deal with it. And I need to show my Patreons as close as possible as what their work will be with like my work. So the colours had to be the same. Again, after probably a day of Googling, and I found one that ended up leading me to a piece of software which I will link down below for you for the webcam to be used on the Mac. Now, they do work, they're plug and play, which means you can just plug them in and they are usable, and generally they are fine, but there are settings in the software that I was advised at the time to use that you cannot access unless you use the software below. I will show you the two different types of software I was using, but there is also one available on the App Store, which unfortunately is just as bad. So avoid that one, go for the one down below, and you should see a clear difference between your videos. I did my first YouTube live stream with the new settings last night, and the clarity was worlds apart. So if you're having trouble with clarity, if you're having trouble with the colours being washed out, don't always blame your lighting or yourself. It may just be that it's the wrong type of software. So have a look and hopefully it will help you out. If you have any luck with this video, hit the thumbs up and we shall continue on so you know how to fix your issues. So you can clearly see here on the left hand side the before that pencil is actually green. It is not blue as the camera is showing it. This was the issue I was having, and you can see just how washed out and dull it's looking compared to the right hand side, which is nice, crisp, clear, and the colours are really lovely and truer to life. Also, QuickTime on a Mac does not record on the 1080p option on your webcam. It's only 720. I record normally via OBS, as you can see here on my screen, but I wanted to show you the a couple of ways actually that I was using them. So the original software I was using was the gaming software. You can download an app from the App Store, but it didn't give you as advanced options. If we go into the options here, you can see that you can zoom, or you can change from frame rate to exposure, which I personally haven't found a huge amount of difference. Really, only if you're gaming, you need a high frame rate. So I generally go into the video settings, or camera controls, doesn't actually matter as long as you get to your advanced. So this was the settings that I was using before, and I was really struggling with the quality. So if I take that sharpness down, everything actually looks a bit out of focus and a little bit dull, where I like to see the detail and the real punch to it. I was struggling with things like the exposure. It likes auto on everything. Turn auto off, by the way, because it just makes life much easier. So you can see the light flickering issues that I'm having. And that's because in my den, I have two large LED lights in the ceiling, plus an LED light ring, which is highlighting my artwork. So I was fighting constantly with these issues with the webcam. I then did a bit of homework today and suddenly discovered that if I used a different piece of software, that I would actually get a better view. And the software here is the camera settings, and I will pop a link in the comments below. But I was having real issues again to begin with, because when I log in, this is what I was having. And I was having pretty bad issues. Now I know that in the States you are NTSC 60 Hz. In the UK, I'm not sure if it's the whole of Europe, but in the UK we are PAL 50 Hz. So I knew straight away that that's what I had to change over. And I couldn't understand why I was getting all these black lines next to it. I'd never had that issue beforehand. And then I saw the option of widescreen. Clicked on widescreen, and instantly, just between the two, standard, blurry, widescreen, nice and clear. You don't have this option in the other settings. So nowhere under the Logitech gaming software options do you have it to change it between standard and widescreen. Only on here I have found that you have that option, and it has pretty much changed my life because it's drastically changed the way I view the camera. Everyone recommended the camera. They say it's one of the best cameras out there. It's even better than some of the new modern Logitechs. And just from switching from standard to widescreen, huge difference. Now, I wish I'd known that from all the videos that I've been recording previously. It turned out to be as simple as that. So if you are having these issues, I will put the link to the software below. Download it, switch it to widescreen. Of course, if you're in Europe or UK, make sure it's changed to Power 50 Hertz, and fingers crossed you will get the same results I will. If you skipped to the section where we got straight on with it, I'm just popping this at the end so you can see the difference between the left and the right. The pencil in the left is actually green, it's not blue. So that's how much difference it's made just from those settings that we went through. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.